Going in depth to find out what's next for our communities as we rebound Tampa Bay.
And when it comes to those federal paycheck protection loans, we really don't know how many of Florida's minority-owned businesses received them. The limited data available suggests a disparity, but experts say we would have a better idea if officials asked one very simple question: what's your race? Tonight, advocates tell Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders it's needed, especially if another round of aid is on the way.
Recently, we showed you a big disparity among Florida businesses getting PPP loans. Records showing most of the state's $32 billion going to whites, about 67%. Black owners only securing around 4%, frustrating for minority business advocates.
It's important that Black businesses are supported if we're going to build generational wealth.
Beatrice Lewis-Saint heads Florida State Minority Supplier Development Council, worried too many minorities were left out.
This pandemic has really exacerbated the racial inequality and the economic inequality in our country and in our state.
While the limited PPP info adds credence to her concerns, the data could have been much clearer if the Small Business Administration had required race on loan applications. Without it, only about 6% of Floridians included it.
It was possible some banks did do it, but most banks didn't add that in to the PP loans. They were all scrambling to understand and collect.
That's Diedrich Asante Muhammad with the National Community Reinvestment Coalition. The nonprofit recently called the PPP data mostly worthless due to its lack of demographic info.
We're not able to see if this is an effective response for particular communities.
Diedrich says having a race question would have given researchers a better idea of which businesses were hit the hardest and increased accountability, ensuring minority owners secured loans equitably.
Worse than it being frustrating is it could be fatal. We don't have a clear analysis of how well we're serving them, and we have to kind of start from scratch to get a better understanding. By the time we figure this out, small businesses usually can't close for more than a few months before these closures become permanent.
The SBA has acknowledged on its website about 75% of borrowers nationally didn't list race. In a statement, officials say they're working to collect more demographic info, but didn't say exactly how. We asked officials why they didn't include the race question and whether they would in any future aid programs. In response, we got this, which is the exact same statement you can find online, saying that they're working on gathering that demographic data. That's the latest out here at the Capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.